This is a CYMA AK, known for their reliability at an affordable cost. I think it's one of the best values that you can get in Airsoft, so let's see what actually comes with one of their rifles. What's up, BB Warriors? My name is Lane, and today's unboxing comes courtesy of our friends over at Evike, where I was able to purchase this. And I'm really curious to see what we get inside, because I've been playing Airsoft for, 15 years or so now, and CYMA's always been known as a great value, but I'm curious to see how they hold up today versus some newer offerings, especially in the world of Airsoft AKs. So getting it open, let's take a look at what comes inside of the packaging. It's very basic. I really don't like to judge a book by its cover, and I don't judge Airsoft guns by the box they come in. But included, besides the rifle, we've got an owner manual, pretty typical. We've got some BBs from CYMA that, I'm gonna be real with you, these look smaller than like an average Airsoft BB. So these are going in the trash. I don't care what company sends, like whatever company it is, I'm never using the BBs that are included in the box. And then we've also got a high capacity magazine, pretty standard for most entry level AEGs. And what looks like this is a front sight post adjuster. So that's what comes in here besides the gun. Not a ton of accessories. You're not gonna get a battery or a charger, but if you do buy this through Evike, they do offer a combo deal if you need a battery and charger. And now let's take a look at the rifle itself. So I went with the AK105. I think they call this the CM040D. If I got that wrong, it'll be on screen. But this is your mid-length AK. This is kind of like the Russian equivalent to like the Mark 18, for instance. And right off the bat, holding it, it feels nice. This isn't a GHK by any means, but it's still a very comfortable rifle. It feels sturdy. It's lighter than an LCT or a GHK, but it feels good in the hands. The first thing that I will say, noticing this compared to some of my higher end AKs that I have, besides this, the handguard and the stock by extension, the plastic feels a little cheaper, but it's fine. Like this feels nice and sturdy, nothing's creaking, moving around. Even the little, barrel cleaner that they have on the bottom of AKs isn't really moving around as I, jostle this in my arms, maybe a little bit, but real AKs do that as well. So yeah, I think that this is really nice for the price tag. I mean, they're 220, maybe 230 bucks. I'll have a link to this particular one in the description below, but taking a look at it, okay. So something that's new to this compared to the last CYMA that I had is they now have a magwell spacer. And if you're unfamiliar what those do, on guns that don't have a magwell spacer, if you go to rock in the mag, you're supposed to rock it in the front and lock it back. If you go too early, what it'll do is it'll get caught in there and then it'll end up like kind of jamming the mag in. So by having that magwell spacer, if you go in early, it just glides on those rails and goes in to the magazine well, which is super handy. Even to somebody who's used AKs forever, that's a nice feature to have, and trying to like unjam it out of that magwell on the field, kind of a pain in the butt, especially if you're in a firefight. Like most AKs that have a folding stock, you're going to depress this little button here to remove your dust cover. And on the inside, we've got a Tamiya style connector. Well, I don't like that. It's just kind of typical with lower end Airsoft guns, or at least more affordable Airsoft guns. I wish more brands would switch over to Deans. If you pull back the dust cover, that's where you've got your hop-up adjuster, which is plastic, but sturdy. I feel like a lot of them, because it's kind of a bar, it's not a dial like an M4. When they're plastic, sometimes they're a little harder to finely adjust, but that feels nice and sturdy. But overall, that is what you're gonna get with a CYMA AK. I think that they're still a fantastic value, but there is one issue that I do wanna check with this. So I just went downstairs and chronoed this, and stupid me, forgot to bring the camera and record it, but I was really excited by what I got. The issue with CYMAs in the past is, even though they're affordable and they're a great bargain, sometimes they shoot a little too hot out of the box. They shoot like 410, 415, which is just a little too hot by American standards. Well, I went downstairs and I chronoed this with 0.32 gram BBs, and the results were very promising. I got a pretty consistent 1.43 or 1.44 joules, which is just under 400 feet per second. Again, that was with a 3.2 gram BB. The 400 FPS would be an equivalent if I was using a 0.2. So I can take this to an outdoor field right away. It's not indoor ready. If you collapse the stock, you'll see there is no quick change spring on there. So you do need to take the gearbox out if you want to change up that spring. However, if you're going to be using this for a field gun, or you just need like a militia or Rust 4 style gun for an event like, let's say, Milsim West, you know, this is a great affordable option. Again, this is lighter than the LCTs, which is why I chose it personally, because at an event like Milsim West, which is 40 hours long, especially once you start to slap Zenetco stuff on here, optics, things like that, it gets really heavy. Just like all AKs in this series, it does have the sidebar here if you want to put a scope mount over it, or CYMA makes various accessories to replace the handguards, to replace the dust cover with a railed one, which I actually also bought with this, so that'll be going on here. But overall, this is a very nice airsoft gun for 220 bucks. I really can't think of any other gun that screams value like the CYMA AK. It's just, for its price point, it does everything that you want. Now that you don't need to change the spring on it, at least based on this one, I think that makes it even more of a value because you don't need to do any work. And I cannot wait to take this out to the airsoft field and get some playtime in. That's going to do it for today's quick unboxing. Again, I think that CYMA is goated in the world of airsoft, but what do you all think? Do you like CYMA AKs? Would you rather spend the extra money for something like an LCT, an ENL, a Specna? Make sure to let me know down in the comments below. I want to take a moment to thank our channel members who made today's video possible. Channel members get some really cool perks like being able to watch videos early, a guaranteed spot in our Roast My Kit series, Discord roles, and so much more. If you want to learn more about becoming a member and helping support the Baby Warrior, there's a link down in the description below, just like everything else that we talked about today. But my name is Lane, and I'll see you all next time.